Today's wig review may just have my sleek, straight bob lovers rejoicing. I have current events in the house. This is a very sleek, slightly A-line, longer bob, and you get to learn all about her today with me. Let's do this. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm here on behalf of Raquel to bring you this review of current events. I have her in the color Shaded Ice Sweet Cream. We will talk about this color toward the end. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this wig so you can make the decision, is this for you or isn't it? Raquel is an online retailer that also has some in-person wig shops in the US and Canada. They're also one of my favorite online retailers. They carry all the major name brands and I highly recommend them. They do so much. They have lives every single week, huge discounts on the wigs in the lives, giveaways during the lives. They also have an open box clearance section, which is actually where most of the wigs I review go after I review them. Deeply discounted because they've been out of the box and on my head, and that can save you a lot of money as well. I will link this wig in the description box and put a coupon code that will save you money on any purchase at shaquel.com. They also have websites in Canada, the UK, and the US, which helps you if you're not in the US, but you're in Canada or the UK, you can shop from those websites and it will save you some money. It's really great. All right, before I do a turn, I've got to tell you, wigs like this can be very, very difficult to do out of the box reviews because they tend to be significant face floppers, and current events is that. I had to put a little water here. I've done nothing else. I've taken no heat to this one, and I never ever will before I've reviewed it because I want you to see what you're gonna get. And this is just gonna do this the whole time, I promise you. A little bit of water will keep it where I put it until it dries. And so this is gonna be challenging. I want you to be prepared. This may be a face flopper. Yours may not be as bad as mine because all of this front here is hand tied. So how the person, there's a technique to hand tying fibers into these wigs, and based on the technique used, will determine which direction that knot is twisted. So maybe it'll go to the side versus forward. You could get one that isn't as bad of a face flopper, but if yours is, I have videos that will help you learn how to fix face flopping. I will link a few of them below in the description box. I have a video showing a hot comb. I have a video showing a hair dryer. You can use any hot tool on this one because it is heat friendly, and I highly recommend a hot comb and a hair dryer in your collection of hot tools so that you can, especially if you wear straight bobs, all one length especially, because you will experience this. Maybe not on this piece, but absolutely 100% you are going to get a face flopper at some point. It's really easy to fix on a heat-friendly wig. Just want you to be aware. All right, let's take a look at her all around. I just have to say, most wigs need a little bit of help out of the box. I rarely get a wig that I can wear 100%, plop it on my head and go. So don't be afraid if you see a wig and I'm reviewing it and I'm telling you it's a face flopper. Don't say, oh, well, then I can't buy that wig, because you may never then be able to buy a straight bob. It really is super common with these. So just learn how to handle it and you'll be good. Another thing you can do is you can tuck it behind your ear until you're more comfortable and can do that. You can stick a little bobby pin in there to keep it in place. That's what I did in the beginning because this is the style I went for in the very beginning, and that's what I did until I was more comfortable. So just a few tips for you to help you be successful. So this has that lace front, which makes it look like the wig is growing out of your head. These fibers really do want to go forward on mine, so it's even hard for me to put them back and show you the lace front. It also has a left mono part, so you can part this one from the left, on the left side of your head, going over to the right. I like to be sure to really point that out because depending on, some people don't flip their camera when they film. So what's on the left actually looks like it's on the right. So I'm always trying to give you good descriptions as far as that goes. That's the extended lace that goes into the ear tab, which means when you go to tuck it, it's lace here. So it looks like hairline all the way down to your ear. Soft ear tabs with bendable stays. This one does not have an extended nape. And we've got Velcro adjusters, but we've got the Memory 3 cap, which has the silicone on the strips here, which For me, having some bio hair, very little, but still some, I don't find that those are beneficial, but they're also not negative. If you have no bio hair though, these will actually help keep your wig really secure on your head, and this cap does start to conform to your head over time. So you may not have to wear a wig grip with this one if that silicone can grip onto your scalp. All right, so this cap is fitting me big. It's a true to average cap size. I'm more of an average petite. All of my measurements are below in the description. What I recommend you do is you go compare your measurements to mine, and then as I tell you how this is fitting me, you maybe can get a sense of how it might fit you. I have to cinch this one in a lot, not all the way, but at least half, and wear a wig grip, and that keeps it secure on my head. I do get some extra cap up here, a fair amount, which I'm really petite over the top of my head. So you can be quite a bit bigger than me in all of your measurements, and this should still fit you. This wig is what I would consider a moderate density. It's not a light density piece. It doesn't have any traditional Permatease though. There's a little bit of crimpy fibers here and back here, but none of that super poofy, pillowy Permatease that gives a volume and a poof to a wig. So it's not unnatural looking. I think it's pretty sleek, but it does have a little bit of Permatease. This wig is made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers. Great for no shine. So if you're familiar with regular synthetics, sometimes they can be a little shiny. Heat-friendly is not. It also keeps this feeling super silky and soft and smooth and really like human hair. The drawback is friction can be really hard on heat-friendly synthetic, and so this is going to rub up on your clothing a little bit, not a lot because it's not super long, but if you find these ends starting to get a little frizzy and frayed from the friction, really easy to care for on this piece because it's straight. I would take a hot airbrush. This isn't even remotely what I'm talking about, but I would pretend this is a round hot airbrush, and I would round brush it with that heat on high like this, and I would just run it through this part of the wig periodically. That is gonna take care of any friction frizzies that you get. It's literally gonna take you 5 minutes, and it's gonna help maintain this one, and it'll be really easy to maintain. This color is Shaded Ice Sweet Cream SS 16/22SS. Is that right? Do I have the tag on here? I think that's right. Tonight I'm having trouble with my numbers. Yes, okay. Please keep in mind, the root on this is so dark, I was actually shocked when I took it out. I have seen this color a lot. This is one of the darker presentations of this root that I've seen. I think because this is so straight, I think that's part of it. I see a lot of like wavy and curly pieces or shorter pieces that have a lot of layers and maybe a little bit more lift up here, and then that root isn't as prominent. The root is so prominent on this one. It's very dark, especially next to this nearly platinum color. If you love that 80s platinum with dark roots, that a la Madonna, how Madonna used to do her hair in the 80s, then you might love this one. If you don't though, I don't know if this color is right for you. There are other blondes. They do have an ice sweet cream that is not shaded. I'm not sure if this one comes in that. It might. Another option, you can lighten a dark root with root touch-up powder. Not spray, I wouldn't recommend the spray, but the powder. I would get a blonde. I love the stuff from Style Edit. That's what I've done, and I have a video showing if you just dab a little bit of that on here, it will lighten it. You'll have to do it every time you wear the wig. It's not permanent. It does make a huge difference though, and I'll make sure that video is linked below. Just be aware this is so dark. This is a really light blonde. It's a platinum. There's a little bit of a darker blonde in it, but it's very light. It isn't a white though. It doesn't look to me like it's gray. I don't even think it presents gray in any lighting. So I really think this is more of a neutral blonde. It's definitely not a warm blonde, but for this to be a cool or ashy blonde to me, then I would see gray in this in some lighting. I'm not. So I think this is the perfect presentation of a platinum that doesn't lean gray. Beautiful. Let's look at it outside. Remember, I've linked it below as well as helpful videos and a coupon code. Hit the like button if you appreciate wig reviews and tips and tricks videos. It helps me so very much and I would be so appreciative. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you soon. All right, here you go. Make sure you get a good look at that root. It's a beautiful color, really stunning. This would be eye-catching. I think you would draw some attention in this piece. It's very hard to get regular people's hair, bio hair, human hair, this sleek and this straight. Very hard. And never mind that face flapping. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.